Hey guys, this is Iggs and welcome to a rather interesting YouTube video in which I'll be evaluating the crit changes in patch 9.3 and how they affect Shaco. Let me just say that I want diversity in builds as much as anyone does, and I want there to be another option instead of the Duskblade Triforce Ghostblade build that us Shaco mains have been going for a couple of seasons now. But even after the crit changes, guys, like the best build is still that I just mentioned, the Duskblade Triforce Ghostblade build, which I'll be referring to as the standard build in this video. Viability wise, the crit build is just not up to scratch, and the crit build that I play tested went Duskblade into a static Shiv into Infinity Edge, and it can work, and this is the build that people used to go, I think, before the rework. So this is the crit build that people used to go, static Shiv into IE, and it can work, and it's definitely fun to use. Now, to test the changes, I played on a Smurf in Platinum Elo, so this isn't actually in Challenger or Grandmaster or whatever, and I intentionally kept myself under-farmed, under-fed, in order to give you guys a fairer representation of the damage, because people don't want to see me killing an ADC 4 levels behind and titling a video, new crit items are busted, because most of that damage will be from me just being a high level. So I try to keep myself in fair game, if that makes sense, like relatively the same level as everyone else, roughly with the same amount of items, and yeah, thought it was a fairer representation for you guys. So let's go over the positives first that I found. So the damage is insane. It's higher than the standard build, I've found. Right, let's see how this goes. All R combo in. I can't actually. Okay, the damage isn't bad, but you have to remember this guy doesn't have any resistances, but the damage was pretty good there. I'd say that's roughly the same as if I had like Duskblade, Ghostblade. I'm not sure though, actually. It'd be close, it'd be close. Okay, that damage was fucking good. Thank you, boys. I can't believe I've actually done it as well. Okay, that damage was actually kind of fucked up, but... Resistances are largely ignored, so when people build Ninja Tabi, Zhonya's Gauntlet, these are items that really cuck the standard build until you get Last Whisper. Yeah, you do better against it with Triforce once you get that, but Ninja Tabi is just a big cuck to Shaco when you go the Duskblade Triforce Ghostblade build. But the crit build got through it a lot better, which is a massive positive for me. That was the biggest like positive, because in higher reload when you guys are playing, and I'd even say like Diamond Plus, some people are smart, especially ADCs and carries on the other team who know what you're looking to do, and they'll try to just eliminate you from the game by building Ninja Tabis and armor, and it's very, very annoying to deal with. So the fact that the crit build got through these resistances really well is a massive plus to me. Last point, last positive, is that it's fun. It's just fun to go something different. Now, I kind of wish the video ended here, guys, but I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I found quite a few negatives while testing this build, unfortunately. So you do a lot of damage, of course, but you take a lot of damage, and that's just the nature of being a glass cannon. You can nuke someone, but you can get nuked. Even if you play fight skirmishes perfectly, you can still die and might not get anything from it, so even if you time your R perfectly or at the right time, even if you put a box down at the right time to block a skill shot, even if you Q in the right direction, you can still get killed because you're so squishy, your cooldowns are long, and you just don't have the durability you have with the standard build, like the Triforce health, movement speed, all of that stuff. The only cooldown you get, I just touched on cooldown, the only cooldown you get with the crit build that I went anyway, is from Duskblade. Now, I know the Shojin item, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, gives you cooldown. It doesn't really give you any crit, right? I don't think so anyway. It might give you like an energized attack, but I'm talking like mainly crit items here, so Shiv and IE. So the only cooldown you get from the build that I went is from Duskblade, and that's 10% of course. So with 5 points in Q with the crit build, my Q was on an 11.9 second cooldown, which decreases to just under 10 seconds with the auto reset, which feels like an absolute age, especially in a fight. And this was the biggest negative for me, because the standard build with 40% CDR, I can get mine to 45 because I run Cosmic Insight. You can get your Q cooldown close to like 5 seconds with an auto reset, so the crit build's Q is almost twice as long, and that was the biggest negative for me. The build's damage only really amplifies once you have Shiv and IE, so yes, Duskblade gives you a nice chunk of damage of course, but your next big spike is 6,000 gold away, which could be like 15-20 minutes down the line. And Shiv does nothing damage-wise for Shaco, it only works once coupled with IE, and the game might not even get to that point. So it's higher risk, this build, and lower reward, so it's not even higher reward, in my opinion. Even if you do get fed, I think it's better to invest that gold into the standard build items because it's a safer bet to carry. Being so squishy and the lack of durability for me makes the crit build far too risky to run. But if you guys are interested in testing it out, I'd recommend running Electrocute with Inspiration, and let me know if you agree or disagree with what I had to say about the build after testing it out yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys are having success in, the coin flip meta at the moment, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.